I'll also back it again with another video. And this afternoon, well, this evening actually, we have some news that apparently the Yang campaign has officially decided what they want to spend their resources and funds on. If you don't know what I'm referencing, I am referencing this political article titled "Flush with Cash: Yang Wrestles with Where to Spend It." Now, I already made a video on this, but I'm referencing this because we have some breaking news that the Yang campaign has decided on a state to go all in on. They were leaning to New Hampshire, I'm pretty sure. Some people in the campaign actually wanted Yang to literally live in New Hampshire, but things, of course, have changed with this tweet right here by the Zach and Matt Show. Breaking, beginning on Saturday, January 18th, presidential candidate Andrew Yang will begin a 17-day, yes, 17-day bus tour through the state of Iowa leading up to the caucus, hashtag Iowa for Yang. And let me read this official press release to y'all. During MLK weekend, Andrew Yang returns to Iowa to discuss rewriting the rules of the 21st century, embark on bus tour through end of caucus. So this is official. As his momentum continues to grow, Andrew Yang announced that he will return to Iowa this Martin Luther King Jr. weekend to talk with voters and share his plans to rewrite the rules of the 21st century to put humanity first. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday also marks the first leg of Andrew Yang's bus tour across Iowa that will last 17 straight days until the February 3rd caucus. So yeah, the Yang campaign is going all in on Iowa. And I gotta say, I think it's ultimately going to work out in the end because there's a lot of momentum, and I do believe Yang is doing better in Iowa than he is in New Hampshire right now. Of course, I believe I said this before in the original video. Andrew Yang was like the campaign's plan has always, or at least was always, to go all in on New Hampshire and do decent in Iowa and like place top three in New Hampshire. That was their plan, but now the gears have shifted, and now Yang is doing a 17-day bus tour through all of Iowa. So, reading the second paragraph here, the bus tour comes a week after a Des Moines Register CNN poll showed that Andrew Yang had the second most growth of any other candidate in Iowa at a time when many voters are only now starting to pay attention. So, of course, getting the second most growth is really good, especially if you're Andrew Yang. And also, I believe his favorability ratings were really high as well. So, it looks like the campaign is taking advantage of that. And yeah, that's another reason they're going all in on Iowa. In recent weeks, on Ascendant, Yang had his highest fundraising quarter of the cycle. They're referencing the quarter four, 16.5 million, of course, as he enjoys one capacity crowd after another while laying out his vision for a trickle-up economy. On Monday, Andrew made his case to a raucous, however you say it, crowd of over 700 people that he is the only candidate with solutions powerful enough to ensure Iowans are living generation to generation, not paycheck to paycheck. So yeah, the momentum is there, and the Yang campaign are taking advantage of it. I do believe it's going to pay off. But continuing here, we have the Reddit thread by a Yang for President HQ moderator. Same two paragraphs. But also is some information on what Andrew Yang will be doing on the 18th of January, the 19th, and 20th. First, we're going to start with the 18th. It looks like Andrew Yang is going to participate in a Iowa City Women's March. Now, Iowa City, I'm actually going to be like half an hour away from Iowa City. I'm going to be in Davenport, Iowa. Well, that's going to be my main location for the entirety of my stay in Iowa from the 17th of January to the 4th of February. So I'm going to see if I can go to this. Looks like Yang, on the same day, is next tackling a women's Iowa City Town Hall, then a Lynn County Town Hall, and a Buchanan County Town Hall. So he is doing not one, not two, not three, but four whole events, and that is just on Saturday, all to kick off the bus tour. Continuing, we have January 19th. Looks like Yang is doing another town hall at Waterloo. I also believe that's close to where I'll be staying. Still learning my Iowa geography, of course. Then it looks like a presidential candidate forum on immigration in Ankeny, Iowa. This is the first time I'm hearing of this forum. I'm not sure of everyone who's going to be there, but it's nice that Yang's going to be there. Then to end off Sunday, it's going to be another town hall in Van Meter. So yeah, that's 3 events on Sunday after 4 events on Saturday. And then looks like Saturday or Monday, January 20th, aka MLK Jr. Day, Andrew Yang will be doing a Black and Brown Forum, a blog party co-hosted by Urban Dreams, Creative Visions, and NAACP of Des Moines. That's surely going to attract some people. And then a Grinnell Town Hall. So that's good. 4 events on one day and 3 events on 2 other days, and that is just the first 3 days of the bus tour. Now it makes sense that the Yang campaign, looking at the Real Clear Politics, Yang is doing better. Well, he has a 3.3% compared to 2.3% in New Hampshire. So yes, Yang is doing better. Looking at it that way, but of course, this 3.3% only factors in 3 polls in almost the last month. Just 3 polls. So out of Monmouth, YouGov, and the Des Moines Register, I'm obviously going to trust Des Moines Register over them. So realistically, Yang is at 5% right now in Iowa. And yeah, his momentum is going up, his trajectory, his favorability. More people are knowing him and more people are supporting him. To top it off, it makes sense to tackle Iowa, especially because of the Senate impeachment trials. We're going to see Amy Klobuchar, we're going to see Elizabeth Warren, we're going to see Bernie Sanders all step off of the campaign trail. Yes, they're going to step off the campaign trail to actually attend these hearings. Like over half of the remaining relevant candidates are off, at the Senate hearings, which could last days to weeks. Yang is going to be campaigning in Iowa. Could be an opportunity to take some supporters away from other candidates. Who knows? And of course, the Yang Week people who are extending their stay to the whole month. People like myself who wanted to, stay the whole month but decided to focus on the last 2 to 3 weeks. And others are going to be canvassing for Andrew Yang super hard, especially these last few weeks leading up to the Iowa caucus. I think all of that combined, and of course the bus tour, all of that combined, it makes sense that the Yang campaign went ahead and did this. And yeah, I'm actually really happy with the end result. And I think we're going to make a big splash in Iowa. Now to finish off the video, I'm going to read my Patreon supporters. We have Lily C, Craig R, and Lord JC. Thank you so much for supporting me on Patreon. If you would like your own Patreon shout out at the end of all my videos, all you have to do is donate $5 or more. Or the minimum on Patreon is $1, but $5 gets you that. And of course, you don't have to do any of that. Just watching and supporting the channel, just by viewing, already does a lot for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I've been Detective Lewis. If you're watching this in a day, I hope you have a good day. And if you're watching this tonight, I hope you have a good night. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I've been Detective Lewis again, and I'll see y'all later. Yang Gang forever. Peace.